there's an itch, you don't need to think, I have an itch now, go and scratch here. Yeah? But the volition to go there needs to be there, but it is, for most of the time for us, it's unconscious, it goes automatically. Yeah? But there is a little gap, and this is Viktor Frankl, who is not a Buddhist, but one of his very, very strong quotes, and that he was pointing out to people, was between the meeting of the object, so he calls it between stimulation and reaction, there is a little gap. And in that gap lies your future, whether you will suffer or whether you will be happy. He was somebody who knew the mind. He was a psychiatrist. So you see, in order to know the mind, you don't need to be a Buddhist, but you need to know how to look at it. And Buddhism gives you all the tools, so, we don't need to have to be as sharp as Viktor Frankl, with his deep, deep knowledge, also with his deep knowledge of if there is no meaning in your life, you will not be happy. What time is break? No, okay. So, okay, so then we continue with these, because I don't have the break times here. I have a good excuse this time. It just says 10 to 12 with break in between something. Yeah. So, but no, what he also says is man, and you know where he was. Yeah. So he said, one of his quotes is also, man can take everything away from you, but your choice how you want to react to the situation. And we don't take that choice. We're not aware of that choice. You need to be aware. We need to have bright people and compassionate people like Viktor Frankl who tell us that you have a choice, or the Buddha. Yeah, Viktor Frankl is more, now because we can say, okay, he was a concentration camp, so he suffered. Buddha, we can say he was a prince, of course he had a very nice life. It's easy to come up with these quotes and like that. You see what I mean? But Viktor Frankl is, and you have more people who were in the Holocaust. Actually, also this quote here is from somebody who was in the Holocaust, and we can apply it to today. We can say, there's nothing I can do, and then that is the guilt of the innocent. But innocent is only the one who says it. There's nothing I can do. But he's not innocent. We can always do something. We can always have an open heart and generate compassion for the victims and for the aggressors. We can always do that. Even if it's just mentally, not to get angry, not to kind of, we can always do that. And out of that, we can then also do positive actions. So, while we have a half an hour break, because lunch is at 1 today also, isn't it? Or is it 12? It's at 1, isn't it? Huh? Tomorrow is at 1. So today is 12. Oh, I had it totally wrong in my head. Sorry. While you are now standing up, going out there, then look at your mind, look at your intention, look at the searching for something. And then either just follow your habit of reaching out to something, or go, I wonder how it feels if I'm not following the habit of having a coffee, having a tea, having a cookie, having a fruit. Yeah? Try to see that force, that is this intention kind of thing, that is always there. When we're very, very mindful, and when we're in silence, and when we're not talking to somebody else, you might feel it. And then you will see the choice that you have. Only then. Do you see what I mean? So use the break for that. Yeah? To see the little gap where I can say, lunch is in an hour and a half. I don't think I need that cookie. And then you can eat it because you saw the intention. I'm not joking. Because then it's a conscious choice of eating the cookie. Before it's this intention, yes, but not seeing it. Yeah? And then the cookie becomes training in awareness. So that's a good thing. So we'll meet again at 11:10. Yeah? Okay? And please remember that you are in silence. And silence means not talking. It doesn't mean not talking when I'm looking, when I'm there. It also doesn't mean whispering. It means really to stay with yourself, to look at your mind, and to see the workings of this, the intention, then making contact. Actually, first is contact, because when there's no cookies here, no problem. The moment there is contact, this is in the 12 links, the moment there is contact, the craving comes up. Contact can also be mentally, because I mentioned the word cookie. So it's really interesting to see. You can be somewhere, nothing around, no thought about food, absolutely no hunger, unless you're really hungry, like hunger is really there. The moment you see something, you reach out. Isn't it? It's so interesting to see that. When there's no contact, it's no problem. Yeah? And the contact itself is not the problem. The habit of reaching out is the problem. And the habit of thinking that cookies create happiness. That's also the problem. Okay, please enjoy your break.